Hey y'all, welcome back to the garden. Well, this is my first video that I've done. Giving you a quick little garden review. Since Hurricane Milton, we still have our shutters up because we just don't know what's happening. But yeah, just thankful. Guys, man, I'm just really thankful. That's all I can say. That was a scary storm. I know I said in my other video, but it really was. I'm actually just walking through the garden. I didn't come out here early this morning. And surprisingly, it's actually pretty cool. So we're getting ready to go into the fall season. And just thankful I have a yard to grow something in. Still, heartfelt for so many people that we all went through it, but some people lost everything. And that's just, you have to give thanks every day. You really do. Really, really do. Please forgive the noise. There's a lot going on out here. I'm not sure what's going on out there, but there's a lot going on out there. So I'm gonna just start here at the front of where the pumpkin used to be. So prior to Hurricane Milton, our poor little pumpkin, it even though it grew in such abundance, it did not make it through a lot of those storms. We had to keep cutting it and cutting it and cutting it. So I finally dug out that area and just gave up on that space. And I went ahead and just put down some onions. I think I see a couple of sprouts. I've never grown onions, like onions. I've grown, scallion and things like that, but like actual onion. That one that we had during our first garden harvest, that was a fluke. I just threw that back there just to see what was going to happen with it, and we just happened to get two small, I think it was 2 or 3 small onions from there. And that was just by chance. Now, I actually dropped some seeds. So I think I see some sprouts. Let me squat down here real quick. But I don't know because, again, I've never grown them. But it looks like we might have something here. So this is a red burgundy if it is growing. That's a red burgundy onion. And this may be a Walla Walla right here. Okay. Now, I did drop some seeds for collards. As you can see, they are there. Okay, so that's what this space will be for, onions and collards. And then my red beans, my red kidney bean, I dropped those here before the storm. Surprisingly, that did not blow away. These obviously couldn't blow away because they had just been planted. They were just seeds. So we may have some onions going here. I'm gonna cross my fingers and toes and hope that we get that because we are going into the fall season. And I'm trying to restructure the garden from where it started because we've had some hits this year, y'all. So again, with every knock, we just keep going. So now with the cantaloupe, lots of male flowers, y'all. I got more male flowers than I can, I don't know. No females though. No females nowhere in sight. Lots and lots of male flowers. So I'm hoping that these females get themselves together and come on. It will be nice. This is the most I've ever seen, even on our first cantaloupe plant. I never saw this many male flowers. So I have my hopes up high that some females will join us soon. That would be nice. But it's getting big. You notice I haven't put a trellis back out here. I'm just gonna see what we can do with this. The trellises that I did have, I had to use those to support the mint. I'll take you guys over there. That was just, it was all on the ground. So what we could salvage, me and my husband went through there and we put the supports, the same trellises you saw over here, we put them over there. So I'll take you guys over there in a little bit so you can see what happened over there. So that's what they are. So as far as the cantaloupe, however it grows, that's just what it is. If I feel like it's getting big enough where we can add a trellis, and I will put one there. But we're still in hurricane season, so I just don't want to put anything else over here that can blow and cause additional damages anywhere. So we're just not even bothering with that. Our lovely butternut squash is doing very well, all things considered. Somehow during that storm, one of my pots from the potted plants blew over here and it covered this whole thing. I don't know how that happened, but it saved it, because if not, it shouldn't even be there. Honestly, it really shouldn't, but it is there. Our one pepper plant, it gave us one pepper again, and I might have another one, some more coming. This is the most flowers I've seen on here, so I guess it's coming out of its one pepper stage, and we might get more than one. I still believe this is a tomato plant, and it looks like it. I think this is a rogue tomato plant that I just dropped over here. Just some seeds, and it looks like we might get something there. I don't know what any of this is anymore. I have signs there. That's the California Wonder. I did drop seeds there. I also dropped jalapenos and poblano, and I don't see any of them. So we will see. I may drop some more pepper seeds down here. I want to make this a pepper area and see what comes of that. So this doggone sweet potato. Now, one thing for sure, if I don't grow nothing else, y'all, I can grow some sweet potatoes, okay? So look at the sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes are going crazy again, okay? They're absolutely going crazy. There's my marigold. So apparently I know how to do that. And again, I started the marigold once before in a pot, and that didn't work. When I direct sowed in the ground, it seems to work. And I think, y'all, it's just the compost. I really believe it's the nutrients from the compost. So we're just going to give the compost credit for these things taking off like they are. All right, now our corn. Our corn went through a couple of storms too, right? I did not pull all of them out, just the ones that were in the front that were really, really, really damaged. I took those out, and then I dropped just some random seeds in just to replace them in the area. These are the baby ones that I dropped. And then this is what was left over. They stood back up. I was surprised. I was really, really surprised. So what I'll do this evening is turn our sprinklers on, because my husband went through and he rezoned the area, which is such a big help for me. So that when I come out here to water, I don't have to really water like that anymore. He strategically set them up so when we turn them on, they're getting enough. Because sometimes I feel like I'm not giving them enough, and with the sprinklers on, they definitely will get enough. So I will turn those on this evening. I could probably turn them on now because the sun is not out so bad, but I don't know what the rest of the day will look like, but it's really nice out here right now. So I'll just wait, and I'll turn them on this evening so that everything can get watered. All right. Our zinnia. Surprisingly, this is doing very well. This is my second time trying to do this, and I did a direct sow, and it's here. So this is our zinnia. I don't know what color it is, but we got our first bud, y'all. The pack looks like they're very pretty. I just don't know what color this one's going to be, but I'm excited, okay? And our okra. Man, this okra bush has been beat up through storm after storm after storm. Pest pressure. You know we got some. You see it. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I'm almost leery to turn the leaves over, but look at all this new growth. So excited for this. This is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. And this is a burgundy. Okay. I did drop a couple more seeds because I didn't think anything would make it over here. So there are some more coming up right there. That's a burgundy, and I believe that's an emerald there. So we'll have some more okra coming our way. Got some rogue stuff in here. This scallion is doing good. Despite all things, it did get busted up pretty bad during the storm. So we'll come out and cut some of this and just cook it, and then I'll drop some more seeds or something down there. And this is our ginger. It got beat up bad. This is snapped, but I'm just gonna leave it. Hopefully it just comes right back. Yeah, I'm not bothering that. But there's the ginger. And our compost it looks like we may have some surprises in there, so I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna leave it. I see some things sprouting. Not sure what they are, but I see some things sprouting that look like it's an edible thing and it's not weeds. So the pineapple, it actually made it through the storm. It got beat up a little bit, so some of the leaves are kind of separated out, but it's still there. I see little spikes on it, so it's not going anywhere. And you see all these gnats. Oh my God, These are grass flies, I think, and they are so annoying. Every time a storm comes through, they're terrible. And there's the other one there. I'm still watching this one. It looked like it was doing really good, so I think it's gonna be okay. Okay. I won't let that be my only pineapple. I am gonna plant some more. Soon. I have 2 more tops in there that should be viable because the 2 that I had here before the storm, they did not make it. Our vervain over here blew down, and what we did, we took our container that I'm growing my other potatoes in to prop it up and hold it in place. It looks like it may stand itself back up, but I believe that we're going to need some supports for it. So that's probably what we'll do next with this. It is leaning really bad. It was actually laying on the ground, but the roots are still in there. So remember I told you guys, as long as the roots don't die, they'll come back. So a lot of the plants will have to get some supports to them. So just know that'll be up and coming, and we'll do that here probably one of these weekends coming up. The potatoes, I don't know what's going on in here. It looks like they're coming. I don't know. We'll just keep an eye on this. And then my dad had mercy on me and gave me a nice chili plant. So I have my first chili plant. Just because, you know, everything looks so destroyed back here. Let me see what label this is here. It doesn't really say, but I believe these are just hot chilies. So it looks good. And I don't know if I'm going to put that in the ground. Maybe I might do it. Or leave it in this bag, just depending on what storm comes next. They said we had some stuff brewing out there, but you know, you just never know. Now, oh gosh, this thing looks crazy. Our garden bin, there's stuff sprouting. I don't know what's weed and what's edible, but there's stuff coming, and we're just gonna leave it like it is. So today, when I turn on the sprinklers, we'll see what pops up through here. I do see food. Don't get me wrong. I see some food. I just don't know what's what at this point. Some of the things got blown around. Let's just stick these back in here. And from the storm, if you see, it did lift this thing up, and it's heavy. It is extremely heavy. I'm surprised it's still in the same spot, but it did get lifted. But there's stuff growing in here. I'm just gonna leave it and wait and see. You know, it's just a waiting game because things were shifted around, seeds were washed. This thing was, everything's at a slant, so I don't know, but things are coming there, and we'll just wait it out. That's all we can do, right? Okay, so our sorrel, it stood back up without a support, but it's still leaning. It was laying flat on the ground just like this one after the storm, but it came right on back up. So let's see what happens with that. Oh God, this poor baby. Our avocado tree, this was already struggling before the storm, and my goodness, look at it now. So these little leaves here, I'm just gonna pull them off, and let's see what happens, because it can't keep giving its energy to something that's not gonna do anything. So let's see what happens with that. Oh, look at that, our callaloo. The grass is trying to come for it, but our callaloo is in here. These plants get real big, so I'm gonna have to clear out the space here and give it some more room to breathe. And our beautiful avocado that was doing very well, it's still doing well, although it got beat up by the storm pretty bad. We did take some of the leaves off of here. I removed some, and then there's some down here. But it's still okay. It's still all right. We'll just keep an eye on it. So that's that over here. I'm taking it easy because, you know, we've had some critters out here, and I have on my Crocs. I don't have on my boots. Our papaya, the tree that has lasted so many storms, and it looks like we're about to get something now. It's getting kind of overcast here. But here's the papaya. We got a little pest pressure on here. Something is nibbling on it. Oh, these little bugs are all over it. But I do have to come out and check for worm eggs, because I did clear some. I pulled some off of here before. I haven't seen anything lately, but something is definitely chomping on it. But this is how it's looking. I mean, to me, it's still leaning from from a couple of storms, but it's still here. The banana trees. Of course, you know, we have to come and clear all this out. Turn you this way so you can see. Like, all of this has to be trimmed down at the bottom. And, you know, take off a lot of the dead stuff. All we're going to do is take it and purpose it back for soil for the tree and put it back there underneath by the roots. That's what my husband usually does with that stuff. He did stand these back up after the storm. My husband's, boy, he's resilient. I call him Hurricane Jack because he's like, yeah, we got it. A lot of the trees did take just beatings, but like I said, as long as the roots are still in place, we just have to give it nutrients and get it back on its feet. The mango tree is leaning, but he does have a support on there. I'm not going to go over there right now because it's just way too much to deal with, but I can probably show you from here that it is being supported. Although the wind is blowing the heck out of it right now, it is being supported. It has a support back there to keep it from falling on the ground. But, you know, listen, we have something to talk about. We have things we can walk through and actually look at. But, you know, again, like I said, a lot of people lost everything. So this is not a complaint video. It's just giving you a walkthrough just to say, hey, stuff is still here. And just, you know, giving a moment of thanks because it could be worse. It could be so much worse. The watermelon. See it tucked back there? And look at this. Look at all the white flies all over the pepper. You take your eye off of it for one moment and they just come right back through here. So I'm going to remove these later on. You just wipe them off. And I want to put this in the ground, but every time I take one of them and take them out the pot, look at the time. They die. They don't like being moved. So we'll see. The avocado. If that little one doesn't make it, I already have a replacement here. This will be the one. Now, don't get me wrong. It's had some pressure in here because the storm actually beat it up underneath here. Also with the bok choy, you see it getting a little bit bigger. A lot of this stuff got beat up pretty bad, even under the screen. And you know, I don't want to talk about the screen right now. Take you on this side. Yeah, it's been bad. It's been bad. It's been bad. Oh man, the wind. Goodness. Can't even get out the screen. I don't know what this is, but it's kicking up pretty crazy out here. Just so you can see real quick, the biggest hibiscus that we have back here, the one with the nice pretty red flowers, it's being supported right now. It was pulled out by the root. So right now my husband has a couple of things supporting it, and we'll have to get some support sticks to hold it up. But it's holding on for right now. That's a bead from our pool screen. Oh man. This area right here where a lot of our tea and, oh hey bird, a lot of our rosemary, our fever grass, our mint, it looks a hot mess. We just took the trellises from the other side just to hold them up so we wouldn't lose them. The rosemary is the only thing that kind of, it took a beating, but it wasn't so bad because it's kind of tucked in by the AC here. This was the mint. It just, it's there, okay? The fever grass is here, lemongrass, that's still here. And like I said, we just tucked these in so they wouldn't lay on the ground and just die. But the roots are still in place for the most part. We tried to tuck those back in there. And as you can see, whatever is going to die off, we'll take it off. The most important thing is just keeping it supported, so that we can, salvage whatever from it. But that's what's left here. All of this is gone. Whatever I can get from there, I'll take up and I'll cook with. Everything else, which is, it's just gonna die there. Our aloes are still in place. They did get a beating. They're pretty bad. But for the most part, the ones in the middle are still good. All the other pieces that didn't make it, we'll just come and cut those off, so on and so forth. But like I said, this we still have something to talk about. A lot of people don't have anything to talk about other than just picking their lives back up. And again, for what it's worth, we're okay. A little damage, but we still have our life, and we still have a roof over our head, and that's that. You can't ask for anything more. All this stuff, things and things can be replaced. Okay. So that's it, y'all. I'll get out here because before all these storms happened, remember I told you guys I had some things that I wanted to plant for the fall season. Some cabbage and spinach, and I believe I had some kale in there I wanted to do, and probably some more potatoes. Just things that I know that is in demand, that you can actually grow. You just take your time, and I may use a bag or a container system, so that should this happen again, because we still have, I think, another 30 days within this hurricane season, I can move those around without worrying about them blowing away. So again, just thankful, y'all. This was a good little thing. A lot of people are still recouping. We're recouping, and that's all we can do. But hey, we're in the garden. That's the most important. We still have things we can talk about and look at. So anybody watching, just continue to keep people in prayer here in Florida. It's I've never seen nothing like this in all my years of being here, and I mean from little on to adult. I've never seen nothing like this. So just give thanks, y'all. Give thanks, and just give thanks. Oh boy. So yeah, that's what's going on, and I'll keep you posted. I'll be back out here maybe this weekend to drop some new seeds. And again, like I said, same with anything, structure wise, plant wise, whatever. You get knocked down, you just get back up. You get back up, and you keep going. You don't let nothing stop you. And you just try to do the best that you can. That's it. And in everything, you must give thanks, because somebody's always dealing with way more than what you're dealing with. You better believe it. So, all right, that's it for the garden review. I'll be out here working. As you can see, it's still work to do, as far as cleanup and stuff like that. We did most of it after the storm, so it doesn't look as crazy, but there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done after the fact. Like I said, I don't show every aspect of my life, but just know we're still putting some things together. So yeah. So welcome if you're new. And I know for people who are already following me, I typically just open out and just show you what's going on in my garden. But for those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Tisha, and welcome. We are recovering from Hurricane Milton. We still have a roof over our heads, for what it's worth, and we're just putting back together this garden again. So welcome and come along for the journey. I don't do a whole lot of doom and gloom. I'm just telling you, we don't do that over here, but I have to just, speak in the moment. And in the moment is we're recovering. A lot of my neighbors are recovering. That storm was extremely scary, let me tell you. And had it stayed at a 5, I know this would not be here. So we have to give thanks. Okay, so this is a day to be thankful. If you don't have a house, you're alive. If you lost a few things, you can get those things back. But your life, you cannot. Okay, so that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. And I will catch you guys on the next video. We will get ready for. Actually, this time we will hopefully be preparing for a fall season and not another hurricane. We've had our fair share. We're tired. I think everybody is tired of hurricane season this year. We are all tired. So yeah, we'll hopefully be actually in the garden, planning to plant things and not packing up stuff and digging things out that is going to blow away. And we'll hopefully get this cabbage planted. I have an assortment of cabbage that I want to plant. I do have more onion seeds that I would love to plant. That wind is kicking. I guess we might get some rain, or this just could be our season changing for actual fall time. We do go through that here in Florida. Everything's windy. But yeah, the cabbage for sure. I got the collard green seeds down. So I'm hoping that I got my daddy's green thumb, and those will actually grow. And then on top of that, like I said, the onions, but I do have some kale. And I believe I have some late blooming seeds that I can plant for edible flowers. I have to look and see exactly, or if I have to wait till spring. So we'll see. But we'll do all of that together here coming up in the next coming weekends. Just like I said, we're just putting things back together. So I'm not posting as often. But I'm getting things back on schedule. We just got to get some things settled here and taken care of. But we're back in the garden, just a little bit here, a little bit there. And I'm thankful my husband got that sprinkler system set, so I don't have to. On the days I can't come out here, it's still being taken care of. And then I'll just come out here and talk to my babies and help them get back on the road to recovery. But as you can see, things are still in place. There's things that got knocked down and all kinds of stuff. But I just think the preparation part was the most important, not having things tied to a trellis, because that pumpkin suffered a great deal of pain through all those storms. Everything snapped like several times. And even though it grew back, and from what I saw, it may still come back because those roots, it had been there for so long. That's the only place it had ever been. That's where it started its growing life, and we'll see. But that is something I definitely want in the garden. The pumpkin is a hardy pumpkin. You can do so many things with it. And it's just good to have. And when you get a nice one, it's nice size, so you can eat off of it a few times. So we'll see. But we're on a rebound, y'all. We're gonna do this. We got it. So I will catch you all on the next video. And until then, always give thanks, and get up and grow something, even if it's just something. If let me tell you, I'll say this and then I'm gonna close this video. For those that have been impacted by either the pandemic, these past few storms, anything that we've had that will cause you the floods up north from Hurricane Helene, all of that, is just staying prepared. Like, if you can't do nothing but grow potatoes, grow them so you have potatoes to eat. Just try to do something. Plant a herb for medicinal reasons, some tea leaves, something that you can help yourself with. Just stay prepared, because stuff like this, you just never know what's going to happen. You don't know. Have a backup battery. Have something that can, at least if you have no power, you can have some light. Or just something, a standalone little cook station on propane, a gas grill, something that you can cook yourself something to eat. Um, just be ready, because I'm telling you, the stupidity, now I'm going to talk about the nonsense, the stupidity that happened within this storm. People fighting for gas and fighting and doing all this stupid stuff. Child, if you don't stay, you better have something, at least for, if you don't have 7 days worth, have at least a couple of days, so that when the craziness calms down, you can go out and get you some gas and bread and whatever else. Like, don't be fighting people over stupid stuff that you know is going to get replenished. It just stay ready, because you don't know. If you can't do a whole week, have a couple of days worth of something, so you can feed yourself and keep yourself hydrated. Because fighting over stuff it's not worth your life for some gas. It ain't worth your life for a loaf of bread or some toilet paper. Okay? Go to the store, buy your stuff, or however you do it, or whatever you got going on, and just get yourself an extra one. You don't need to buy 10 packs of toilet paper, 15 cases of water. You don't need to be greedy. It's enough for everybody to get. Just always make sure you have extra. And that way, when the stuff happens, if there's nothing, you still good. And when it gets replenished, you go buy what you need and then get an extra. That's it. And stay ready, because I'm telling you, if the pandemic didn't teach you nothing, these storms should have. You better stay ready, because you don't know. So what if you run out of ice? Okay, no big deal. Stay ready, man. This is me talking, and I'm not all into all over the place. I'm just speaking from life experiences. You best to stay ready, because you don't know when there's gas and then there's no gas and you can't get, or there's food on the shelf and then you can't get. I'm just saying. I won't get too crazy into all of that and all that stuff. I'm just saying, if nothing else, make sure you got yourself a couple of days worth of something to drink and something to chew on that's not perishable. And even if it is perishable, like something like bread, just have a couple of loaves. You see the storm coming, just, you buy 2. If your normal bill is you buy 2 loaves of bread for the month, however you eat bread, then buy 3 or buy 4. Eat your 2 and freeze the other 2. You see the storm coming. Don't wait till the last minute. Okay? Don't wait. And then now you in a fight with your neighbor, and after the fight over, you still got to live next to that neighbor. You might need that neighbor to help you put up some shutters. Think about those things, because people remember how you treat them and how they see you behave and what you do. So just be mindful of that, y'all. Y'all stay ready, even if it's on the low end. Have something. Don't wait till the last minute, because when it's gone, it's gone. And let me tell you something. My first time, now I've been in a lot of storms, but I never had an eye wall come so close that I could reach my arm and I could touch that eye wall of a storm. I got an extreme wind alert on my phone. Now I've had, okay, you're under tropical storm warning, okay, hurricane warning, hurricane watch, this and that. When that alert came through and it said we're suspending all 911 calls, baby, you better believe that wind came through here. It came through here. So for the damages that we sustained, I'm thankful. The area where we used to live is I haven't checked the last news thing, but it was underwater where we used to live. That ain't too far. It's completely underwater, like over the car underwater. Okay, so all I'm saying is y'all stay ready. I'm getting off of here because I can start something and I don't want to. As we go along, we may pop up those little topics here and there, but all I'm saying is just get up and grow something and stay ready. That's it, y'all. So I will catch y'all on the next video. All right, y'all be safe. Talk to you later. Bye.